Yeah, it's your boy Jay Pillar Bay. I'm back on here. What I wanted to talk about was how the Democratic Party has you fooled. You're out here disrespecting Ice Cube for trying to create some leverage for you, and you're saying stupid things to him like, oh, you're rich, you don't understand, you're not in this tax bracket, which is showing that the Democratic Party has you enslaved. Ice Cube contract, it says contract with Black America, not contract with Ice Cube. So to hear Negroes come out here and say stuff like, "Oh, you're thinking about yourself. You never thought about us," it's sad because here you are acting like. And then I heard somebody on Roland Martin say he's not even qualified. Okay, you need to stop saying stupid stuff like that. Any black person that studies politics and feel like something is wrong with the benefits that people are getting from the Democratic and Republican Party are qualified to speak. You want me to trust Joe Biden more than I have trust for Ice Cube? And then you're saying stupid stuff like it's the most important thing is to get Trump out. Getting Trump out ain't gonna stop Mitch McConnell and them. And Trump, when they was getting at Obama, Donald Trump wasn't even around like that. He was just a little celebrity guy, which he basically still is. And so as I look at people dogging Ice Cube out, it looks sad because it shows that the Democratic Party has you. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I'm from Chicago. And ain't nowhere in here I'm supporting no Democrats. That's what they did to us in Chicago. And what they still do to us. The most segregated city. And shout out to Lovecraft Country showing you. Shout out to Lovecraft Country showing you what the Democratic policemen did to you in Chicago. So as I look at people and they're attacking Ice Cube, calling him a sellout, no, you're the sellout. This man never said he was Republican or Democrat. He said, I wanted a better deal for my people. Which I fully support of. Get something. The Democrats got the black people talking about, oh, Trump, he bad. Just get him out. We'll worry about everything later. Black people, you sound stupid for even believing that. That's the same thing they ran when Bush was in office. And the Democrats and Republicans destroyed the Twin Towers. And you look up now, they're hugging George Bush, talking about he's on their side. They didn't even lock the man up over 9/11. The Democrats didn't even help get George Bush locked up. And you think that it's two political parties here? This is why the kids are misguided, and this is why I always support the youth. Because it's the adults. And you got a lot of people still walking around with white Jesus on their wall, criticizing Ice Cube. I fully support Ice Cube. Thank you, brother, for showing people what business like. It's politics, nothing but business. Somebody on Roland Martin said, Ice Cube, I don't want to trade out a business deal for justice. Lady, politics is business. Only way you can get justice, you bring justice to yourself. None of these Europeans are going to bring you justice, sister. And get you a nationality. Now, I don't agree wholeheartedly with Ice Cube, Country of Black America, but I agree wholeheartedly with the effort that he put forth to create something to try to bring his people forward. And so as I look at black people and they're making all these, Trump is with O'Bannon, it's looking sickening. Because you're enslaved. And I'm going to give you an example how black people are enslaved by the Democratic Party. And don't give me this, it's just about this election, because you ran that same stuff when it was time to get George Bush out. And we got Obama in, and he didn't do nothing at all for us. And I make these podcasts for future generations to build upon. That way the adults won't lie to you and send you off by saying stuff like your ancestors died for the right to vote. First of all, this is our land. We were here before Columbus, so why would we die for our right to vote for the person that colonized our land? Tell them to explain that to you. Because I can go in stores and enforce my nationality and not pay taxes. Places like Amazon, Home Depot, etc. Walmart. So I know people that go to court don't even pay for the tickets because they nationality enforced. Got property don't even pay taxes because their nationality is enforced there. Their indigenous rights are enforced. So as I see black people going crazy, like, Trump, Q, you so wrong, we gotta get Trump out and things get better. You sound like a fool. That's why I don't get all hype. I'm talking about all activists. I got respect for all of y'all. But stand down and let this brother just talk to both of these parties. Stand down. Relax. He can do whatever he want to do. He's not supporting Trump. He's supporting us. And I can clearly see he's supporting black people. So as I look at Negroes go crazy and try to demean this man, after he showed you first what an entrepreneur businessman look like, and then you people say, you're not even on a tax bracket. That's not his fault. That's your fault for still being a slave. That's your fault for still being a slave to this system. Ice Cube probably became lower from lower than you. So for me, it's very bad. You're bad looking for black people. You're going hard. Oh, and you can't talk. He can talk to anybody he wants to when he's talking about business. No, this is politics. It's not politics. It is business because every politician signs the deals for what get built, right? The house, the hospitals, the roads. That's all business. But that's something that you have forgot as you're in these Christian-controlled churches by these meek Negroes who have sold you out. That's why I respect and love the NOI, because I never see no Democrat politician coming there looking for endorsement the way I see in Christian churches like Apostolic Church of God or some of these other churches. I'm talking about Apostolic Church of God on 63rd in Dorchester. That after Rahm Emanuel hid the tape of Laquan McDonald getting killed, the pastor there said he wanted to still talk to him and find out why did he do that. But if Donald Trump had did that, you'd be calling the man the most evil man in the world. And that's the problem that people are having. They know Trump has very bad qualities, but the fact that you keep on ignoring that the Democrats are the exact same way, but just a little more behind the scenes. They're doing the same things he does. He just does it out and let you know he doesn't care. But bro, Biden has some things that show you that he doesn't care. I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm not even going to deal with either one of them. I'm going to put in a Marcus Garvey, Noble Drew Ali ticket, or even Malcolm X, or Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass. I'm not no fool. But to see you attack another black man that, first of all, never attacked you or said anything wrong to you, I deal with that. I posted something about Kamala Harris, and somebody tried to derogatory me. Don't even know Kamala Harris. Clown know me my whole life since we was kids, and he so caught in politics he wants to disrespect me for Kamala Harris. Who don't even know this lady. I don't know Kamala Harris, but when it comes to Trump and Biden, there's no difference. Only difference is one's louder with his racism, the other one is. So, as I see it, it was definitely disheartening. I also want to point out another example I feel that shows that black people are enslaved to the Democratic Party. I'm not enslaved to the party. I'm not a supporter. I posted some on my Facebook page. I have a Facebook page called the Ancient Kushite Global Empire. And during John Lewis' funeral, Bill Clinton said, "I'm glad Snick went more John Lewis than Kwame Ture." Now, here this man is, always in these little black documentaries, claiming he loved basketball, the saxophone. This man, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, they get some trouble background when it comes to the black community. Okay, these people are racist, man. And when he said that about Kwame Ture, I didn't see CNN, I didn't see Roland Martin, I didn't see MSNBC even said, "Bill Clinton, why would you say that about Kwame Ture and knowing how important he is to the black community? Why didn't you didn't say anything when he tried to disrespect Stokely Carmichael, aka Kwame Ture? You let that man say that. When Rahm Emanuel killed Laquan McDonald, you said nothing. Obama said nothing. Hillary Clinton said nothing, and Biden said nothing. Then Hillary Clinton went out and told Obama to go kill Gaddafi. And you still said nothing. You never called them racist or anything. Gaddafi wanted to get all black African people, Moors, back on the gold standard so we can come up in this world. When they destroyed them, you didn't say anything. Black community. So here you got, when Rahm closed the schools in Chicago, a Democrat, Obama said nothing. All the black schools, Obama said nothing. You didn't raise no hell and say Rahm was racist. And the schools are still in bad shape in Chicago. Joe Biden, the criminal bill 94, mascot, you said nothing. Rahm Emanuel closed schools and hid the Laquan McDonald stuff. You said nothing. Harry Kikulafi, you said nothing. Now you're trying to convince me that the only racist person on the platform is Donald Trump, who sat back and watched all this atrocity happen to us and just came in and continued the line of racism? No. I will not let that ride. And you should be ashamed of yourself to think that black people have always been Democrats. First of all, Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. So, and if you want to act like Lyndon B. Johnson made a movie, he let you know he was a KKK leader. You are too loyal to any party. You don't even force your indigenous rights. You talking about just vote and things gonna change. No, children, don't let the adults or the Negro kids who they got in churches 24/7 looking at a white Jesus who's really Caesar Borgia lie to you. The Democrat Party and the Republican Party are racist because they both came with the 13 colonies. They don't even talk about treaties. And so as I look at people attack Ice Cube and I heard somebody, oh, he's not qualified, we are tired of it. We are tired of listening to Negroes acting like if you don't go to these European institutions, brainwashed institutions, that you're not qualified. I knew more history than my European history teacher. And she had a PhD because, I was an avid reader and a traveler. She's a very intelligent woman, but I don't disrespect her. I'm just saying I knew a little bit more than her about my history, definitely, okay? And just to see somebody come out and tag and start, oh, you're a rich Cube. No, Negroes, you're not going to do that. You are enslaved to the Democratic Party, and you know it. Because the Democratic Party is also connected to the Christian Slave Party. That's why some call the Christian Black Codes. So for you to sit here and you dog Ice-T out and, oh, he don't know, that's why you more concerned about Ice Cube than you worried about how your kids getting guns in the streets from these Europeans. So I had to come and touch on that because the mental enslavement, I had to come back and fight for the youth and those who are older and know this again. But elders who are out here talking bad about anybody, or even people my year talking about anybody bad because they don't want to vote Democrat or they don't want to vote at all, you should be ashamed of yourself. One thing I give Dr. Greg Carl Roland Martin, he said, everybody ain't, some people said, let's get it on. Ain't nobody scared of no Europeans. That's you older people and you church people. Talking about they've been ruling for 1,000 years. How? They can't even plant corn. Did we have some battles with them? Yeah, but you are exaggerating their invincibility. They can't even sit in the sun. You trying to tell me that these people are all powerful, can't be stopped, even here in the United States? So for me, it's like then people say, "Oh, you want Biden up there for what? Trump is incompetent." I don't really care who up there, but it's time for something different. I don't like either one of these guys, but I will not disrespect any black person about who they choose to vote for. And that's how some goofball put up some Cuban or Steve O'Bannon. It's like, you guys are Democratic slaves, faking to be conscious and woke. And that's why I created this podcast. People kept asking me, can you say more? It was an election where the Democrats and Republicans after the Civil War said, during Reconstruction, said, hey, do with the Negro what you want. Just vote for our presidential candidate. You think that won't happen again? Or has it happened again? So, like I say, as I look and I see the Negro slaved up people. Disrespect Ice Cube, who I'm happy. Go Cube, because I'm trying to be like you, Cube. No Vaseline. I'm not trying to get the Jerry Heller effect like Eazy-E and Dr. Dre, because that's what look like going on. And Cube was not saying support Trump. He's not saying support Biden. He's saying support black people. And for black people to come out and say, "Oh, you're not in our tax bracket," fam, you sound like a slave. He's fighting so you can get you out that tax bracket and get you. He said, "Hey, I want us to pay no taxes as black people." How, even though as you claim your nationality, you don't gotta pay taxes, but how's a black person? The man said that, and you changed that into he's looking out for himself. That's why you have problems. Cause see, you're talking about all this stuff, lynching, killing, how you hate that they treat you so bad, but then you will go out and overwhelmingly join their army, go overseas, kill people so you can get a house and get a nice car, act like because the United States told you to murder, all of a sudden you a more righteous person. Or you'll become a police officer after you done seen them lynch us, and you, just follow the law and act like you don't know that the police was created from slavery. This is the fake that we get from some of you elders that want a good job, or some of you over church Negroes who don't even know politics but know a white Jesus. But to see you come out, and I've been through it. Somebody attacked me, told me I was a follower. I said, hey, people said that Kamala might have locked people up. But no, she did her job. You don't even know Kamala Harris. Just like you don't know Lori Lightfoot, you didn't know Obama. These are people who they picked and they came out of nowhere. Now, I don't got no problem with Kamala Harris. I don't know the chick even having a problem with her. But I do know Trump and Biden, and they both are racist. Now, if you tell me who's going to win, I would say Biden and Harris, because people just want to have a black woman and get that experience. That's saying, hey, I was wrong. A black woman was vice president. Other than that, I don't think people really care. But to disrespect people because they're saying, hey, I want to make some movement. And then they saying, Biden has a so-and-so plan. Nobody got time for all that stuff. You been there too long, 47 years. Now all of a sudden you got a plan. And so I think if you want Biden to win, don't attack your people when they say, hey, I have some questions for the Democratic Party. Because what's going to happen? Either they're going to vote for the Republican Party or they ain't going to vote at all. And please stop with this. A vote not at all is a vote for Trump. It ain't my fault that the other party does not put anything on the table to entice me to want to vote for them. If your offer to me is just get Trump out of there and everything happen later, no, we did that last time. And then after we did that last time, we looked up and Michelle Obama and them started attacking Reverend Wright. And then while they're attacking him, they telling you that George Bush is her best friend. So she hates Reverend Wright, but she loves George Bush. Prove me wrong, man. This is what they write in their own article. She never denied it. Her own book said this. But you want me to sit back and act like the Democrats and Republicans are not together, playing a role? Shame on you, adult Negroes. Shame on you, church Negroes. And shame on you, fake political Negroes who don't even know your own world history. Why would I vote for colonizers? What, to keep the system going? Oh, Biden a little converted. He's not educated. He's racist. So I'm doing this for future generations. I don't care what the older Negroes say. I just felt that it was very despicable to watch and listen to people make these posts about Ice Cube as if he's supporting Donald Trump. That's why people don't even want to vote. Instead of saying, hey, Cube, I agree with this, I didn't agree with that. You act like this man Cube came out, got a Donald. You ain't even seen Cube a Donald Trump 2020 poster. This is how democratic, enslaved, brainwashed you are. So it's just said. It is said. That's why I always fight for the youth. I don't listen to these adults because why? The system, because the adults have been complacent in the nonsense. The Christian black codes. This is what they've been complacent with. Don't want to acknowledge that Rahm Emanuel was racist. Hillary Clinton was racist. Barack Obama, they brought the man out of nowhere. Nobody in Chicago really grew up with the man. Don't even know the man. He just popped out of nowhere and said from Chicago. Nobody grew up with him. Nobody had the same grammar school teachers with him, same high school teachers with him. He came a little, come on, man. He didn't even build nothing in Chicago for us. Or force Rahm Emanuel to build something to show. Rahm Emanuel not even from here. These are immigrant people. And I love Obama. He's an immigrant, though. As far as his mentality. That's why you see so many people, immigrants, they love Obama. Black immigrants love Obama because why? He did so much for them because he related to them more. He wasn't indigenous American in the sense of 1,000 years here. He's an immigrant that, from Africa and all that. But we all family sisters and brothers. But you can see that they have more of an affinity for him than we do because we feel like he did enough for us. But he's big on immigration. You notice that because he's an immigrant. He's not from Chicago. And no disrespect to the brother, but you did use Chicago to get on while playing this. We didn't get nothing out of that. And so my thing is, I just want us to be a little bit more political savvy. I'm with Q. Don't show your hand to either party. Black people want to show their hand to the Democratic Party and not even get nothing in it. Here go black people. What's your gift? What you get in return, black people, from vote for Democrats? Oh, Trump is out. You sound crazy. I don't hear Chinatown saying just get Trump out. Chinatown say the products will still be produced in China. And so I just have to come touch on that. It's despicable. Shame on you. Children, do not let the adults send you off. They've been voting Democrat for the last 100 years. If Democrats are so great, then why is Chicago the most segregated city in the United States, ran by Democrats? And you don't hear any flack from none of the Democratic presidents or potential candidates about this segregation in Chicago. They talk about violence, but let's talk about the segregation, which I don't have a problem being separated. But segregation is you separate while you still control our finances. So get that together. They still control our finances while we separated, which is not separation. That's segregation for me. And I still support the Constitution and the Treaty of Friendship and Peace of 1787. And so I wanted to get on here and I just look, man, black Negro people, the ones that fully support the Democrats, you look crazy. Please do not tell Ice Cube what he can do and what he can't do. I'm asking you guys to stand down. All the celebrity activists, who I love and respect, but you are celebrity activists now, Tamika Mallory, my son, you guys, you do work, but stand down. I'm in Chicago. We are not following y'all like that. We got nothing but love and respect, but we got our own here. Just like I'm pretty sure Ice Cube got his own people like y'all there in L.A., but please stand down, let him do his work. Everything y'all do, Tamika Mallory and my son, I don't agree with. But I still fully support y'all. And I don't want anybody to talk derogatory towards you as the work you're doing. But leave Ice Cube alone. Stay out of his way. And I fully support what he's doing because that's how I got to be. And like I said, some sister on Roland Martin for Black Lives Matter said, how you going to jump into the front of the line? Everybody does not support the organization Black Lives Matter. So how are you in front of the line? How are you in front of the line? We had the Marcus Garvey movement, the UNA movement, Noble Drew Ali, Malcolm X. How are you in front of the line, Black Lives Matter? Ellen Baker, tell us how you got in the front of the line, Black Lives Matter, because we don't understand this. Everybody must play their part. Everybody to the revolution and the renaissance of us. And like they say, any fool that's only dealing with one party is a slave. Any person that's only vetting one party is a slave. I said it. And shout out to my guy. I got a guy, my man Polo, very intelligent brother. Very, we used to have conversations about the Democrat and Republicans. He support Rahm Emanuel. I was telling him, hey, Polo, man, Rahm Emanuel look racist. He say things like, hey, he supported Rahm Emanuel, but I'm pretty sure he's done his studies and he can see both of these parties are racist. But the fact that you have black people act like the Democrats ain't racist and can't do damage, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. You've been getting your butt whooped by the Democrats 100 years in Chicago, New York, L.A. You are a liar. The Democrats have attacked. The Democrats is the Confederacy. They never changed. No matter what any Negro is telling you. Oh, they're going to tell you, oh, the Republican Democrats, they switch parties. How? Show me how they did that then. Show me how every one of them was able to switch parties. And both of them was racist. If you're not telling me that the Democrats ain't racist, well, we damn near, we know the Republicans is racist, even though they so-called helped with the Civil War. So stop it. Stop lying to the children as if the Democrats' bread is better. So I have to get on that. I have check out my video, Why Not Bird, J Pillar Success. To show you first though that we indigenous. This is our land, which I don't go crazy about Democrat and Republican because I know we came before Columbus and there are laws and rights that go with that and treaties. That's my focus, not voting for no colonizer and thinking that he finna change something I can't change myself. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you have lied to these kids about who was in America when they first got here. It was black people. Was there slave trade from Africa? Yes, there's slave trade from Africa. You're all over the world because why? We're everywhere. We are the indigenous people of the planet. And like Dr. David Imhotep, who I saw on Michael Imhotep show, said, we are the Native Americans. We are the natives everywhere. And so if that's never being talked about, listen. Your so-called political leaders don't even talk about miseducation. Republican or Democrats. About the miseducation of black people who have been taught that they all came here on a slave ship. And this education of Europeans who have been taught that they didn't come over here on a slave ship. And that was called indentured servant. So I definitely had to come on, vent, check out my video on Why Not Bird. Check out my interviews. I did a video with Mr. Automatic. I'm getting my guy Ali soon. He headed to Morocco. More people I will get around the world to have these global conversations because we will not be sold out again. We will not. Chicago is in ruins because of the Democrats. No matter what nobody's telling you. I'm here. I'm telling you they have betrayed us. They killed Harold Washington. For all the elders tell me. So, yeah. So, like I said, to see them come out HQ like that, I've been through that cube. This is your boy, J Pillar. Check me out. I've been there. And I'll let you know that they just brainwashed Democrat Negroes. They don't even know their world history. You said, hey, man, black people. Cube, I saw you on Roland Martin say, hey, man, you know, black people are Native Americans. We are. All of us didn't come on a slave ship. I haven't heard Biden or Trump. Trump knows both, but either one of them really said anything about that. But you see, you showed them that, right? And have they talked about us even enforcing them rights, indigenous rights, or how they, Trump, and you see neither party, if they both checked out Ice Cube plan, no party came out surprised and said, oh man, I didn't know that black people were indigenous Americans, because they both know. You got to know how to get your hustle on, black people. Come out of slavery. If you're still paying these colonial people taxes, you're enslaved. If you're still you're enslaved, man. They never discovered America. There's no evidence of them discovering America for them to have any laws. I told people the census, why shouldn't you not trust the census? Because first of all, they never discovered America. But know what? I'm going to say that for another thing, another podcast really get into. I'm going to tell you about some stuff that you should watch and study, but man, this is a J Pillar Bay show. Get at me. The people may ask for long. Hey, we want to hear you talk more. I'm coming out to show you. Hey, black people, you sound crazy calling this man a sellout and have him on a MAGA hat when you don't even force your own indigenous rights. He said, hey, we didn't all come inflation. We natives and we won't pay taxes. Your response, you didn't think about yourself. No, you're the sellout, the people who are attacking Ice Cube. And I will have another podcast doing some other things, but black people, get your mind right. Study history. Quit making these long posts about how Ice Cube was with Donald Trump because you're like a slave. I don't find it interesting. It looks very sad. And another thing that hurts me is there's so many people out here with these so-called fake woke Facebook pages and don't even know history. Don't even know world history at all. People who got nationalities don't even know world history. Don't even know what it means to have a nationality. Don't even know. Got J.A. Rogers page on it. Never probably read a J.A. Rogers book. Probably read one. Never even really interpreted. Got a coach of Black Chicago page and sound like a Democrat shield every time they post. You got people out here claiming to be woke, but they just want to get the money from it. They not really woke or ready for a renaissance. They just want to get the money from it. And here, I've been out here teaching for years. Never even got a damn, really. And I watch other people who don't even know much as me get money, and they out here getting people shiesty. And I'm giving you real knowledge every day. I'm buying books, showing you museums I go to and all that. You don't want to send me a damn. And so, like I say, quit acting like slaves. Quit supporting one party fully without letting the other party come with something. You want to just let them, let them come with something. Let the Democrats Party address why is their guns in Chicago getting in kids' hands, and people don't understand that. So I'm signing off. You know where to get me at, Jay Pella, or you can go on my other Facebook page, Ancient Kushite Global Empire Media, because we're going to create movies. I want to definitely do a movie about Malcolm X going to Africa, so people in Africa get at me. And black people who fully support the Democrat Party, calm the hell down. Quit trying like Donald Trump knocked down the Twin Towers, 9/11, because Bush did that, and come on, man. He's up here with the Democrats now, Bush. So I just have to do, this is for the youth mainly, for future generations to understand, and man, quit letting the elders send you off, because they going hard. Oh, and he's so evil. Yeah, Donald Trump is a bad person. He got some bad ways, but guess what? Biden do too. And if you don't believe me, research it. And if the Democrats so good, and how come when Biden was president, Barack Obama was president, that he didn't try to change the stuff that Biden put in? How come when Obama was president and Laquan McDonald got killed, how come Obama didn't come at Rahm Emanuel? How come he didn't question about closing the school? See, if he's where Chicago in, he would have questioned these things. Like, hey, we closing our schools down. That was none of the schools closed. Obama didn't go in them schools, huh? What school you go to in Chicago? Obama at grammar school or high school? Because I know he didn't close none of those schools, did he? He closed them schools. You know what I mean? You wasn't here, Mama, basically. That's my point. You weren't from Chicago like that. You use it as a stepping stone. But don't act like, and then you got, you left us. You didn't even build up in Chicago. Now we fighting you to not get a library built here that's taking up areas. And also, you get a chance, people, check out, it was a great documentary I saw on PBS called Driving While Black. The name will throw you off. You think some like regular cliche stuff, but it really touched on the history of how the highways, the expressways, destroyed a lot of our strong communities. Destroyed them. And I'm going to do a segment on that one too. But other than that, Ice Cube, keep pushing forward, brother. I support you. And black people, quit being so loyal to these parties, Republican or Democrat. Because when you do, you look like a slave. And you sound like a slave. And you don't, it's like, you meet with Trump. You can meet with anybody he wants to. That's like if you want it, just like your job, Negro. You will meet with two different people to get a better deal for your job, your profession. So stop it to the youth. Don't let you just think critically and analytically. I'm telling you right now, no, they never discovered America if you be going crazy over Democrats or Republicans. This is 2020. We're in the fourth quarter. We finna win this thing. I'll talk to y'all later. We winning, baby.